me welcome the company of A Beautiful Noise. So, you guys have mics behind you. You can just pop them off the stand. I'll just ask everyone to introduce themselves, give us your name and your role in the show.
Hey everyone, my name is Nick, not Fraudiani, Nick Vlahos. And I'm in the ensemble and I also understudy Neil Then.
Hello everyone, my name is Morgan Parker and I'm the drummer.
Good afternoon, I am Lisa Renee Pitts and I play the doctor.
Hi everyone, I'm Tiffany Tatro and I play Jay, Neil's first wife.
Wonderful. Thank you so much, everyone, for being here today. So I'm just have a few warm-up questions, and then we're going to throw it over to you. So if you have any questions for everyone, start thinking of them now. So we hear about this in the show, but Neil Diamond is so legendary. You know, we have dozens of top 40 hits, over 100 million albums sold. So going into this, what was your relationship with Neil Diamond's music?
For me personally, so I was born and raised in Kansas, but I'm based out of New York City now, and my father was a big fan of Neil, so I grew up listening to Neil Diamond a lot, and I also participated in marching band through high school and college, and we always played Sweet Caroline, so it's
Very
been in my roots.
Well, I'm pretty much like my character. I'm like, I think I know one song, which is Sweet Caroline. But then, just like my character, as I listen, wait, I know that song. I know that song. As Lisa, I know that song. And might I add, I am also from Flatbush, Brooklyn.
Wow. That's amazing. Okay, my other question is, big thing for me was the fashion in this show. I love the costumes, love all the 70s looks, the bell bottom, the crochet, the jumpsuits, my jumpsuits. So what's everyone's favorite costume in the show, whether you wear it or somebody else wears it?
You don't have one? I think my favorite costume, I can't say that I don't love sequins, and wearing those sequin pants every day is an absolute thrill. But I also love the very ending, the unity in all black and just what it represents and, you know, the energy that it sets, and with all the little bit of sequins and glitter. It just feels like a very presented moment, but at the same time it feels very intimate, which is really cool.
Yeah.
I think we have so much fun fashion, and I think what's wonderful about trends is that they come back around. So a lot of these things, you could see them on the street right now and be like, oh, the kids are wearing the bell-bottom pants again. That's fun. So we have a lot of fun things like that. I love all of my costumes. I have a really great vintage shift dress that's striped and has these buttons on it. That's my personal favorite, even though I only wear it on stage and not in my dressing room, so I haven't actually seen it in the mirror in a year. But I think my favorite overall is the dress that Hannah wears for You Don't Bring Me Flowers as Marcia, that green off the shoulder. It's stunning. If it goes missing, you'll know why.
That's amazing. Before we throw it over, I have a fun fact that I learned this week looking up Neil Diamond. The same designer that designed a lot of Neil Diamond's sequin clothes also designed Michael Jackson's sequin glove. King of sequins. Yeah. All right. Who has a question? Yes, right here.
What's your favorite song to perform and your least favorite song to perform?
Favorite and least favorite songs to perform.
I'll start. I think my least favorite song, my favorite song to perform is Cherry Cherry. That one's so much fun, and it's one of the Neil Diamond songs that I knew before coming into this. And selfishly, also as Neil, just like rocking out on the guitar on that one is fun. I don't think there's a least favorite, really, because even when we're singing background vocals, the arrangements and everything that they made, it's just like, it feels a part of the tune, so I can't say that I have a least.
My favorite song to perform every day is definitely Forever in Blue Jeans. Ever since I started learning the show, when I subbed for it on Broadway, I felt the same way. I think the drum part is genius, the way that it's just a traditional arc of a song. And my least favorite, I love all his music, but it's probably Play Me, just because like my part isn't super prominent and I don't play very much, but that's it. I love
fair.
all the songs.
Yeah.
Yeah, I have to say they switch up. I can't really name one. I love singing Love on the Rocks with Nick Fradiani. That is so much fun, even though it's sad. It's still fun to sing with someone who's so incredible at what he does. And I think sometimes when I get to sing with the noise, which it happens very rarely, but when I get to kind of play ball with everybody, those are really fun. So that would be Blue Jeans, I'm a Believer, Holly Holy.
Nice. Okay. Yes.
Can you tell us about your backgrounds and how you got here?
Backgrounds and how you got here.
I can start. Yeah, please start. Sure. So I am based out of New York City, but I was born and raised in Southern California in the Long Beach area. And I was there all through high school. I moved to Chicago to pursue my BFA in musical theater. And once I got to Chicago, I realized, wow, this is an incredible theater town, just so much going on there. So I stayed a few more years and started as an actor in that community, which was such a gift, and then made the big move to New York, and now I'm on the road.
As I mentioned, I am a native of Brooklyn, New York, Flatbush, Brooklyn, just like Neil Diamond. And I have my undergraduate degree in theater from Mason Gross School of the Arts at Rutgers University. And so I started back in my hometown of New York City doing off-Broadway, Broadway, regional theater. And then I moved to Los Angeles, where I'm based now.
So, as I said, I was born and raised in Kansas. I did my undergrad at a small liberal arts school in Kansas, and then I made the big move to New York. I got my master's in music at NYU, and within 6 months of graduating, I started performing on Broadway for another show called MJ the Musical. And I also subbed for the Yiddish Fiddler when it came back post-pandemic, and the same contractor that hired me for MJ is the same contractor of this show on Broadway. So I started subbing for that in 2023, and then after I played my first show, they asked if I would take it on the road when it closed on Broadway.
I was born and raised in Boulder, Colorado, and I went to school in Colorado as well, the University of Northern Colorado, where I studied musical theater, but I actually started as a music ed jazz studies major, so I had no idea I was going to do theater, I'm going to be honest with you. And then after that, I kind of just worked in Colorado and was just having some fun for 2 years, and I moved to New York a year and a half ago. And this is kind of the first big thing that I booked, so I'm like, and I just joined the company like 6 weeks ago. Yeah. So I'm having a blast, and this is technically also my New York debut. So thank you, Schenectady.
Wow. All right. Yes.
Phenomenal costumes, and a lot of it is quick change. How long did that take you to get that down, and does it always go right?
So far, so good. I think we had maybe a couple runs of it in tech before we had an audience. Our first audience was a year ago this week in Providence, Rhode Island. Yeah, it was great. And this is our 36th city. And what's fun is we typically change cities maybe. Sometimes we'll get 2 weeks, occasionally twice this year we've had 3-week stops, but usually every Tuesday we're in a new city, in a new theater, with a new incredible local crew that is helping us put this show on. And one of the things that you don't get to practice are all of your quick changes. So the quick change that I have where I go from being pregnant to not being pregnant, it's about 30 seconds. And that's with a new person every single Tuesday. And I have never missed it. And so it's going well.
I was just going to say, learning the show recently, you learn as much on stage, you have to learn backstage. So I spent 2 weeks literally just trailing the guy that I was replacing, and unfortunately watching him change and being like, okay, this is how you put on your pants, this is how you put on your shoes. Like, it's just a part of the nature. Like, you never realize, like, oh, I literally have to memorize how to put on these clothes as quickly as possible. I mean, the change from Forever Blue Jeans into stadium, everybody is like fighting for their lives, drinking water, toweling off, sweating, and being like, okay, now smile and dance. So it's a lot of fun, and thanks to the local crews, they make it so easy, and we couldn't be more grateful for those folks.
Awesome. Yeah. Yes.
I have a question because you're great actors, you're also amazing dancers and singers. So there's that triple thing. Like, do you, when you try out for a part, do they put more on one than the other, and then you try to catch up with the singing and dancing, or the acting part? Or?
Yeah. What is the audition process like? Yeah.
It really depends on the job that you're doing and what the asks are of your specific role. So for me, they did not, I have a little bit of, I stand up on a stool, do a little bit of this, but I don't do any other dancing in the show. So I got away with not having to dance in order to get hired, which was good for me. I was very pleased. But really it was a process of putting Love on the Rocks on tape. They held on to that tape for 5 months. I thought it was dead in the water. I hadn't heard from them, okay. April, all of a sudden, that was Christmas. It's April, and it's like, can you come in and do it again? And then can you do it for some more people 2 weeks later? And then finally they said, okay, we're going to bring in Nick Fradiani and have you sing it with him cold. We didn't rehearse. We had never met. They just played the song, and we sang it and said, oh, that was fun. And it worked out.
Yes, my process was pretty much the same. As you know, I do not sing in the show. However, I think in the original script, I do have a little line during when he begins Sweet Caroline, and the doctor is so engaged that she sings, but the audience usually takes over and they love it, so I had to give up my one line. But Lisa does sing and dance, but luckily in this one I don't. So my process was I just put myself on tape and submitted my straight acting to the producers and the directors. Like Tiffany, about 4 months later, I flew myself from Los Angeles to New York for my callbacks, and here I am.
Wow.
It was a lot for me, I'm not gonna lie, especially this being kind of like my first big gig. This was honestly my first final callbacks that I've ever made it to in New York. But since I also understudy Neil, I had to do like a big dance call twice. I flew out to New York twice while I was doing another show to do first singing for the ensemble, and then I had to sing and play guitar for Neil. So it was a very strenuous and specific process because, like, how do you find people who play the guitar and dance and sing? And I can't say that I feel dancing is something that I'm like, let me learn. And so thanks to like the incredible dance captains that we have, they do such a good job of teaching and being like, this is what it looks like in your body. It's not going to look the same as everybody else's, but it's such a great process to audition for it and then learn it so quickly. The team makes it so easy.
All right, last question. Who's gonna take it? Yes.
Yeah, the dancers, the beautiful noise characters, they're so incredible. The joy, the energy. How do you target that energy and bring it out?
Thank you, first off. That's very kind. I think that we're very close. We all spend a lot of time together, and like I think that camaraderie and that energy shows on stage as well as off. I mean, it's incredible. Like only being here for 6 weeks, I already feel so close to so many people in the group, and that's just thanks to like the kindness and the hard work. And then I can't lie, like watching people like Tiffany and Lisa and Morgan, like the people that have been out here doing this thing on Broadway, like that gives me energy. Like when I watch Bob Westenberg act, I'm like, oh my Lord. Like it just gives you this sense of like, oh, I gotta keep up with these big dogs in the house. Like you gotta be able to, do your part and tell the story because everybody is out here doing everything they can. And so I think it's about camaraderie, and I think it's about like creating a sense of family that then is able to just show on stage and show every day. So
wonderful. Well, thank you everyone so much for coming. Let's give it up one more time for the Company of a Beautiful Noise. Have a great afternoon.